Introduction. On an icy island in the Arctic, a polar bear mother and her cub lived peacefully. However, one day, something strange happened. A swarm of giant snails migrated to the area and clung to the bears, slowing them down and gradually exhausting them. A wildlife rescue team was assembled, consisting of the best experts. They prepared to embark on what seemed like a simple mission, but turned out to be a challenging endeavor, rescuing the mother and cub from the snails that had latched onto them. Part 1. The rescue team sets out. The rescue team consists of Anna, wildlife expert; Jake, pilot and rescue aircraft specialist; Lee, veterinarian; Marco, amphibian biologist; Emma, rescue equipment technician. They received a distress signal from a scientist living on the icy island. After discussing their plan, the team boarded their specialized helicopter and flew toward the Arctic. Part 2. A challenging approach. During the flight, the helicopter encountered a fierce snowstorm that reduced visibility. Jake had to maneuver skillfully to avoid collisions. As they neared the area where the bears were stranded, they discovered that the ice was extremely slippery and the wind was strong, making landing difficult. The team decided to use cables to descend safely to the ground. Part 3. Approaching the polar bear mother and cub. Upon reaching the bears, they realized that the snails covered their backs and legs. Marco studied the species and found that they secreted a numbing agent, gradually weakening the bears. Lee quickly examined the mother and cub, noticing their heart rates were slowing down. Emma used a bioscanning device to analyze the snails and figure out how to remove them. Part 4. Rescue plan. The team split into two groups. Group 1, Anna and Marco, focused on finding a way to remove the snails without harming the bears. Group 2, Jake, Lee, and Emma, prepared for an emergency transport if necessary. After multiple tests, Marco discovered that the snails were highly sensitive to warmth. The team decided to use warm salt water to encourage the snails to detach naturally. Part 5. Executing the rescue. The team used a spray device to gently clean each part of the bears' bodies with warm water. The snails gradually fell off, but some still clung tightly. Anna used specialized tools to carefully remove the remaining snails. After clearing the bears, Lee reassessed their health and administered fluids to help them recover. Part 6. An unexpected discovery. With the snails gone, the team made a surprising realization. They weren't just parasites. Marco discovered that the snails were migrating in search of a new habitat due to melting ice. Instead of exterminating them, the team decided to relocate the snails to a more suitable environment. Part 7. The journey's end. After the mission was complete, the mother and cub gradually regained their strength. The rescue team rejoiced as they saw the mother bear move swiftly again. The helicopter took off, carrying the snails to an uninhabited island where they could thrive. The story ends with a beautiful Arctic sunset as the mother and cub reunite happily. Conclusion. The rescue journey of the polar bear mother and cub was not just about survival, but also about understanding the balance of nature. The team not only saved the bears, but also preserved the ecosystem for other species.